chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. It can feel like a real time waste, these narcissists. It can feel like a huge time waste and a huge distraction. Okay, and that's what the devil intended. Okay, the negative forces intended by sending this narcissist in your direction. And it's true, they do take your life into a whole nother trajectory, if that's the right word. They really do. They just take you off the course, right? And God has other plans. The universe has other plans that's way beyond the comprehension of man and our finite minds. And it does work out in your favor. All right. But I can understand many of you be like annoyed and frustrated that it took this length of time, and I can't just start preaching patience, right? All I'm saying is it does work out. All right. But if this is why sometimes, like, I try to warn you, it can take some time to adjust from all of this hurt, betrayal, the trauma. It can take some time, and I don't know if I'm doing you negative, like if that's negative for you to know that, or that puts you in a place of fearing. But I want you to be assured, if anyone's further along in their journey, like, put how it's benefited you, even the distraction. Okay, it is a war in this world between good and evil. It really is. And the devil wants to distract you, but the thing is from this experience is you do become such a better version of yourself. And it's nothing to do with the devil. It's nothing to do with the universe. I mean, to do with the narcissist. My apologies. But it's God and the universe that is behind whatever your belief system is behind. And you being able to transform this. And that's what you've got to try to get behind. You've got to try to get your mindset behind seeing the transformation. Okay? Because the thing is it's not just this particular narcissist that you may be awoken up to narcissistic abuse from, whether it was a family member, friend, romantic partner. It's not just that. It's through life. Other people are going to try and draw you out, sent by the enemy to distract you. And it's so, God's got a plan, all right? Because these you might get drawn out briefly, but you'll go back on your path. And this is why a lot of people, the chosen one, empath, and genuine soul, is a loving person and does let people in, even if they've got their guards up. Like, they will give their all to people still, and stuff like that, right? Not all the time, but you still do, especially after you've healed. And some people may come into your life, then you figure them out and you realize they're a distraction, and you've just got to cut them loose. Or something else might happen. You might face rejection, and it's a blessing in disguise. This is what will happen, because a lot of these people in the world, toxic, narcissists, whatever, they're sent by the enemy to be a distraction. Okay, and this is exactly what this precise narcissist was. To knock you off the path. They make your whole vision about them. And that's why I don't know if any of you, the vision that you have, you agree, like, if you're upset or you miss the narcissist or you're upset, you're grieving that vision that you shared. You're grieving that vision that you shared. And that is a distraction. Okay? That's what you got to see. That time you spent together, or the so-called fun times, or all of that, that's the distraction. All right? And you need to embrace that. For all of you that are in hurt, like, you can't be fond of that no longer. And I know you have ammunition through the deceit, from them, the hurt that they cause, is something to enforce, to see that that was a distraction, because you've been given proofs and evidences through the way they've treated you that that should not mean anything in your life. That should not hold any significance. The fun times. I don't want anyone grieving these creatures. You really don't need to grieve them. You don't. It doesn't achieve anything. Grieving a narcissist doesn't achieve anything. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to snap out of it and you're going to stop grieving the narcissist. It's a process you go on, but if you can have an awareness that grieving them or missing them, like, that is the distraction. God's trying to show you that that was not what life was about. That was being very close to the enemy, your enemy, the narcissist. And the thing is, when you think of the devil, everything's all beyond this realm and everything, and people think like that. But these vessels, just like someone could, be like, strike a chord with you in a positive way, like they're full of light and full of like that. These narcissists, because they're vessels to the devil, the negative forces, the entities, they're doing destruction on earth. So they don't really need to worry about the unseen as such. And I know many of you are going to quote me wrong here, but before you can get to the levels of focusing on the unseen, you first need to be vigilant with the seen, because they're doing destruction on earth. These narcissists, these toxic individuals, these vessels of the devil are doing destruction on earth. So the last thing you've got to be doing, especially because you've got countless evidences and proofs and reasons why you can see that they're evil, they're not nice. Like, why should you be doing loops with your heart, feeling fun for them and stuff? Okay, so embrace they was sent to distract you, and you're caught in the distraction. That's what being fond of the narcissist is. And that can, to be real with you, because I know people that have watched narcissist videos, just a couple, like 2 or something, and someone told me this in a session, then they stopped. Then they didn't watch no more narcissist videos. And it's not just about watching videos, but the longer it takes you to snap from the fondness or the grief. Okay, and it will happen at God's timing, right? So this is just theoretical. It will happen at the best time for you. But when you finally let go and you stop having the fondness, that's when real rapid growth happens. Okay. First you'll go through disgust, rage, anger. It's a process that you go through. But what I'm saying to you is that individual that watched a couple of narcissist things and didn't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if this is your first time here, but there's people out there that have had narcissistic abuse that don't discover narcissism. Even that individual watched 2 videos. Obviously, you only get certain information from 2 videos or 1 book. You're not gonna, a book even you'd probably be able to digest it more. I'm just saying that individual didn't switch on, and then it took them a long time to heal, that I spoke to in the session. So I'm not encouraging you to watch videos, because some of you might view that as a negative thing. But I'm just saying, keep your awareness about you. Now you know, because it's very fortunate that you do know and you see this way. So there's even more reason why you shouldn't feel this fondness. You see, that has to be eradicated. It's vital. It has to be eradicated. So, just embrace the devil was sent to distract you. and you may be caught in a distraction. I know many of you are further along in your journey and this may not be relevant to you, but some of you might be caught in a distraction, and that being caught in the distraction is having the fondness, is having the warmth, is missing the narcissist of whatever type they were, a friend, romantic relationship, family member, feeling that kind of connection still. So trust the process. It will go. It's going to go for everyone. I just want to try and give you tools so you don't have to go through the process, or even if it's just planting a seed or giving you one thing from the video that you can take on board and put into your arsenal and be through the healing journey and stuff like that. Just remember, you switched on, so you're going in the right direction. You're going in the right direction. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the main channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need are in the description box below. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.